viewers? Welcome back to SCR. It's Bez34. Today I will be showing you how to drive, and I'm remaking this video because the old one was bad. I'm doing this with all of my tutorial videos that are not Planet Coaster. So we're here in the menu screen. I'm in a VIP server right now just because, well, why not? So we're going to press play, and we're going to select the driver role. If you see the screen as like a new player, you'll only see the passenger and driver roles, but because I'm in a VIP server, I can see all of them. I'm going to select connect as my operator because that is the only, that's the first line that you get. I'm going to select a train. So like I select connect by pressing select operator, then go down to the operator that I want to drive. I'm going to click connect, and then I just click on the train that I want to drive. I have all these trains, but when you start out, you're only going to have this class 357. I'm also going to do this route by selecting it the same way that I selected the train. It's also the only route that you will start out with. So I'm going to press drive, like this, and then all of these highlighted things are depots, and the arrows show you which way the depot is going. So I'm going to spawn in at the Benton depot. You can choose any station, any depot here, and it will show you the stops that your train will stop at until the terminator's at the end of the line. So I'm going to choose the Benton depot by clicking on it, like in every other thing in the game, and then our train will load in. So here's our train. I'm using right click to move my camera around, but eventually it will center once I start moving. So I'm going to press W and S to make it move up and to make it go slower and faster. So see, I'm pressing W here to make it go faster, and see my throttle right here is going up. But see how this is 30? You want to keep that white. See, this has gone off? I'm going to press Q to make that stop. And if you don't do it within 6 seconds, then your train will stop. So I'm going to press Q, and that's done. So see the announcement just said we'll shortly be arriving at this station. This is the station down here on the GUI. I'll explain all of this here.
41.
So we're just going to come into the station, and we're going to try and stop at the correct car marker. So I'm going to press C to change my camera to here, and I can still move my camera around. And I'm going to change my camera to first person. See how this is a 3-4 car marker? Our train is 4 cars long, so we're going to want to look out the window here, and then try and line up with that 3-4 car marker as best we can. So see, I'm more or less lined up with this. I'm going to press T now to open my doors, or click the doors button on the GUI right here. And my doors will open.
This is Benton.
There are a lot of other things on the GUI here, which I will explain now. This is the next stop that it will show you. It will display the next stop that your train will be stopping at. And then this is the time that you should be stopping at it. I'm going to press T to close my doors, or click the doors button on the GUI. And then this is in how many miles that station is in. Then up here is the time. This is how long you have to get to the station. If this is green, then you're on time. If it's orange or yellow, then you're a bit off time. If it's orange, then you're a bit more off time. And then if it's red, you're like so off time that it's not even real. These gray letters right here are your head code. I don't really want to display that because it's kind of hard. But like, basically this is the priority of your train, the 9. The V is your destination, and then the 00 is the identification of your train. Now moving on to other functions of the GUI. You can press H. I pressed the horn button there, but you can press H to sound your horn. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. This is the map button. You can click on the map button, or you can press M or 1. This is the timetable button. You can do that by, oh, see, our thing has changed to 100, so I can speed up now by pressing W again. And we're going to speed up and go to 100 miles an hour. Or, yeah, I think it's miles an hour. And I need to be aware that my next station is Coxley, and that I'm stopping at it in 0.40 miles. At about 0.20 miles, you should start slowing down. So see, my station is up here. I'm just going to start slowing down. And you want to come into your station at about 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour or less. So see, I'm pulling into the station. There's a dispatcher
St.
here, and I'm going
Helens
to show you how to
Bridge,
do
Stepford
the
East,
how
Stepford
to
Central,
do the
City
driving with the
Hospital,
dispatcher
Financial
present.
Quarter,
So
and
it's not much
Stepford
different from
Victoria.
doing it normally.
This
It's just
train
the
has 4
dispatcher will
coaches.
allow you to close the doors and allow you to continue. And by the way, if there's no car marker that has the amount of cars of your train, you stop at the car marker that says S. So I'm going to press T to open my doors, and my doors are going to open.
This is Coxley.
And my dispatcher will just stand there on my train and just wait for the passengers to load up and all that stuff. So we're just going to wait for that. And it says awaiting doors dispatch. So the dispatcher is going to blow his whistle and raise his white baton, and I'm going to close my doors. And then the dispatcher is going to final dispatch me, raise a green baton, and then I will be allowed to leave the station. Usually, you give a little honk when you leave. See, it says stop completed 5 points. Well, yep.
Stepford Victoria.
Now I can speed up to...
The next station is...
You get 5 points
Bowden.
every time you complete a stop without a guard. I'm going to show you how to do it with a guard in a second. But see, this is the amount of points that you have. Different trains and routes depend... It depends on what kind of points you have. So I'm gonna get ready to stop at my next stop. And by the way, this is the timetable button. It shows the stations that you have to stop at. Let me just it shows the stations that you have to stop at what time. I press Q to turn that off, remember? And then there's a 45 marker here, so that means it's gonna slow down to 45. But I can press D to turn that on, and it shows the stations that I'm gonna stop at what time, and then what my terminator is. So I want to be going 45 here into the station.
Be arriving at Bowden.
And I'm going to show you how to do the thing with a guard. This is what this button is for. So once a guard requests to be on your train, like he is about to, hello there.
Stepford East.
He's going to send a request.
City Hospital.
And I'm going to click this and press accept.
Stepford Victoria.
And I'm going to stop at the marker.
This train has 4 coaches.
And then once I've stopped, I can press T to enable the doors, which will then allow the guard to open up his door. Then the guard will open up all the other doors.
This is
And then
Bowden.
when it's done, the guard will close all the doors. And then the guard will signal to me that it's ready to leave, and then we will depart the station. So we're going to let him do this. And then he's going to close the doors. Doors are closing. Then he's going to blow his whistle again. And then he's going to walk in the train, close his door, and then he's going to signal to me that the train is ready to leave. See, he buzzed me. I'm going to press T to buzz him back. And then I'm going to speed up. And it says, guard bonus. You get 10 points if you have a guard on your train. So,
welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford
that's basically
Victoria.
it with driving.
The next station is St. Helens Bridge.
It's a very essential thing in SCR, but it is very easy as of 1.7. They might make some advanced controls or something, but it's very easy as of now. So just always watch your GUI and make sure that you're stopping at the right stations. Like, watch the station I'm not going to stop at.
The train now
It says your train does not stop here.
Does not stop here.
I usually
Please
horn.
stand back from the platform edge.
And also, one more thing to note, is different signs along the network. If you see a sign that has a number on it, then that means your speed is going to increase or decrease to that speed. If I see a crossing here, there's going to be a W, and that means whistle. So you're going to want to honk your horn if you go to one of those places. And always remember to press Q when this thing comes up. And also, if you see a red signal, you're going to want to not pass it, because the same thing happens if you don't press Q. The train will stop, and eventually if you get too many emergency brake applications, then your train will despawn. And then
We will
basically just
shortly
one more
be
thing.
arriving at
If you want to
St.
respawn
Helens
your train,
Bridge.
you just go over to this corner here, and then you can
Calling at
press spawn, and then it'll
Stepford
say,
East,
do you want to
Stepford
delete
Centre,
your train?
City
And if you
Hospital,
want to do it, then
Financial
press
Quarter,
yes. If you
and
don't, then press
Stepford
no. You
Victoria.
can also just reset
This
by
train has 4
pressing.
coaches.
Oh, let me just stop here by pressing the Roblox logo or escape, and then reset character, and then reset. And now we're back in the title screen. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to drive, and I hope you learned something about SCR and the driving. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!